Yes, bro.
Yo, how are you, bro?
Yeah, not bad, man. How are you?
Boy, just out there, man. I'm just trying to survive this quarantine. Trust me, no
You
haircut,
know
no
what?
shave, no nothing. I have to wear my hat. Now I've got the afro. I've got the afro sticking out.
Bro, like I had to put my because I have braids, yeah, so I had to put it in the man bun. I've got the man bun going.
Oh, mate, but yeah, man. What's good, bro?
Bro, I'm not bad, man. So like, yeah, for people joining, started this 3 weeks ago. Interviewing DJs, artists, everyone kind of in the industry. Big up Joe Sensation in the building. Yeah, so like I've been doing this, trying to get these interviews going and interviewing people. So I appreciate your time and I appreciate you doing this as well, man.
No, I appreciate you, bro. I heard some good things. So no,
Okay, that's all right. I'll take good. I'll take good.
yeah. Let me check this guy out. I think I got a couple messages last week saying my name got called in some
Yeah,
interview.
yeah, it did, yeah.
What? My name got called? Who's calling that? Who's calling my name? Is it beef? I think this quarantine's got me ready for crud and beef now. Let's go.
Yeah, because we were talking about who's DJ'd in America, so obviously we're gonna get onto that. But
Okay.
I didn't actually know, like I didn't actually know who's actually DJ'd in America, to be honest. And then your name popped up, and I was like, okay, right, now that's the next interview. But yeah, for everyone joining, appreciate everyone joining. We're gonna get into like a short discussion and like interview and everything. So how did DJing kind of begin for you? How did everything start?
I was a promoter. So
Okay.
if you want to go back into the history of it, I used to do under 18 events,
Yeah.
like way back in the day. So my background is actually a promoter. I graduated to the mic. I used to watch Kid and Play, watch Diddy, and you know, one day I picked up the mic. DJing was kind of the last thing on my mind. I was more like, you know, I wanted to be like the rapper in it, hold the mic and just have the little swag. And then as time progressed, I started to be less hype, more calm, and then graduated to DJing, and just, you know, and just kept it chill. And for that person that asked the question, I'm talking back to the 90s, chilling fridge. You know what I mean? When certain people weren't even born.
Yeah, I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born, man.
But yeah, so yeah, man, when it came to like hosting was my thing. Like I believe that there's not many people that can talk to me worldwide, you know, and I can say that because I travel. Now DJing, that's another thing. But as we progress, we'll talk more.
So you've kind of touched on the hosting. So I'm gonna go straight into this question, which what makes your set unique as a DJ, like compared to everyone else? So I'm sure that the hosting comes as a big thing there.
All right, so a lot of DJs. Back when I started, there was you'd had pairs. You had a DJ and you had the host.
Yeah.
My start. Shout out to Ollie Twist. He already knows. 97. Yeah. You had DJs and you had hosts. Now my dad is Jamaican. My mom's from Sierra Leone. But I've been raised by my dad in a West Indian Jamaican culture and home. So I grew up on the sound systems, watching the clashing, watching real sound boys, and a lot of the sound boys, especially Tony Matteron. Shout out to Fireman from Young Ones, Fire. He's the person that really kind of got me onto DJing and hosting and selecting. So so I think it came from the whole soundboy era. So in the R&B field, there weren't really people DJing and hosting. Like you had legendary DJ collective sounds like Rampage and Ill Kids and Boogie Bunch. We're going back, that's giving you history. But they had DJs and hosts, and there was the man them. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was only a very few of us that really mastered DJing and hosting at the same time. So I almost took like the DJ.
They don't know about the dub plates.
They don't know, bro. They don't know. So I almost took like the Jamaican style, brought into the R&B, and that's how I became a DJ host. So that was my standout thing. But I also worked with someone coming up. You know, Fireman was one of the first. Mr. Dags, Frisky, Elliot Ness, who's also in here, and J Knox became like my co-D. and it was J and Play. But what made us so unique is that I could DJ, he would jump on the mic, you know, then he would DJ, I jump on the mic.
Yeah.
And if he wants to DJ and do the whole thing, he can do his thing and I'll do my thing. So that's what it was, man.
So you kind of worked off the back of each other, kind of thing, back to back.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that was more when he was coming into his own. Because at that point, I was a DJ, host, and selector myself.
Okay.
I wanted to be very self-sufficient. I had a crew back in the day where I had, funny enough, I was in quite a few DJ collectives and crew and movements. But what I learned about working with loads of people is that it comes to a time when you're going to be by yourself.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do when you are by yourself? A lot of crews, when the crews break up, some DJs wither away. Come on, boy, they don't know about the Elliot Nest. They don't know about the candy dance. They don't know. yeah. So yeah, when a lot of crews, when people split up, or the host might leave, or the DJ might leave, some people might join other collectives and other situations, and then the crew might, you know, fall apart. I never ever wanted to be that, and you know, I just focused on myself, man.
So what is it about you that from your first gig you've ended up to now DJing all over the world and like with a big following?
I think I had, see, I wasn't one of the best DJs, if I'm honest. Like there's amazing DJs. You got some. I've been blessed to work with some amazing DJs around the world. You know, you've got like Jojo, great DJ just signed in. You've got Knox,
probably best DJ in the West End as well.
Yeah, he's my brother. But see, him, legend, bro. And I'm talking Leicester Square when I was in Sound Republic, and he was in was it Capital Club? Yeah. That's Foundation. Now, not many people know about, you know, Starlight Crew. Like, we go back, we're Foundation. So, yeah, man, it's like that's kind of, you kind of threw me off with that. Yeah, so I wasn't one of the best DJs, but I had the experience of hosting with some of the greatest DJs. You know, Elliot Ness, you know, there's Dags, Frisky. You had the Soundboy systems like Fifth Avenue, Studio Express. I used to really look up to them, you know, the Gal Flexes, the Get Rich Crews, Rampages. There's so much. I used to go up north. You know, G2, great DJ. You had G2, what's that? Danny Hill. You had there was so much. There was a movement in Manchester, and what was their names?
DJ G2 may help you out on that one.
Say again.
I said G2 may help you out with that one if he's got the names.
Yeah. There's G2 and his collect. I forgot. I can think. Stylist.
Yeah,
DJ. Martin Too Smooth, Andy P, phenomenal DJs. Prospect, the guys up in Plymouth. The guys up in Scotland. You got Urban Fusion in Wales. Yeah. Jonesy in Plymouth. So I done the rounds in the UK, you know, and then I just, you know, back in the day when everyone was doing Napa, I was more on Miami. I just wanted to go where everyone else went. You know, a lot of people say they DJ international, but I don't really class, and I'm not digging people. I'm not digging at people. I don't really class UK promotion in another country as an international gig myself. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, I understand.
So if it's like, for me, you're just picking up London and putting it in the sun. That's not really going out to the jungle and DJing international. And I wanted to do that. And, you know, I invested some of my own money and lost a lot of money. And then, you know, one day it paid off to the point now I get booked to travel. I'm blessed. And I suppose you've got to be a bit more than just a good DJ. Sometimes you've got to have personality. You've got to be able to talk to the people, engage with your audience, have a laugh, show that you're not so serious. And if you look at like the House Boys, there's a whole production what goes behind their sets, and R&B DJ, we don't really have that. So we've got to improvise, and for not having the whole, you know, song and dance production, you've got to kind of, you know what I mean? And that's why I never call myself DJ Play. Big up. There's a couple of DJ Play up in Newcastle from DJ C.
Okay.
Up to him.
I was literally just gonna ask, like, why the name Mr. Play?
So because at first I'm more than a DJ, I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
I'm a businessman. Like, I'm very funny with certain things, and I'm not gonna like. I'm like calling yourself a DJ for me. It's a privilege. I don't think people respect the craft of as a DJ. Well, a lot of people are respecting it now during the lockdown. They see how important DJs are. But I think there was a long period where people didn't really respect a DJ. And, you know, I perfected my craft, and I'm not going to lie. I perfected my craft probably the last 2 years, bro, where I can actually now hold my own in any arena. Like, I was saying it to someone, a DJ Simple Simon, I was saying it to him yesterday. Like, he's a DJ, him, EZ, Scotty B, phenomenal DJs. I can never call myself a DJ if I can't do some of the stuff. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I done a gig at Rum Kitchen.
Yeah.
Where I had a DJ for 5 hours with no mic. So me being such a phenomenal host, I could, you know, select tunes, drop tunes, because in the bashment field, you don't have to be a great scratcher and whatever.
Yeah, it's just selecting. It's selecting.
You know, to select tunes, drop them, and talk on the mic. Yeah. So when I played in Rum Kitchen, big up to the Rum Kitchen staff, I had to, you know, DJ with no mic for 5 hours. So that was like, oh, mate. Oh, mate.
That's not that you got thrown into the deep end there.
I literally got thrown into the deep end. But the good thing about that is Rum Kitchen is a restaurant stroke wine bar. Yep. So it's not like a head-on club where you have to be super on point. So I actually started to learn. I used to watch, you know, the likes of like Andy P, especially. Big up to Andy P.
Andy P's doing the most right now, man. Like,
mate, you know what? Like, I'm one of those people. I'm not afraid to big people up. You know, some people think it takes away from their shine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm that person. So big up to DJ Andy P. I watch him, and I've been, you know, tried to study him and tried to copy and. Let me try that, and I'll be at home and I'll be practicing what Andy P's doing. So yeah, but I'm not afraid to to say, you know, and you know.
Well, I mean, that's how you're gonna learn,
bro. That's the only way you can learn. But before, when I was younger, I was a bit more arrogant because I was such a dope host. I needed to learn because no one could touch me on the mic, no one. So I didn't need to learn until I had to learn.
Until you had to learn. Until you got thrown into the deep end like that.
Oh, I got thrown to the deep end. So that's why I could never call myself DJ back then, because I would be a fraud. If I was called out on it, I would be a fraud. Do you understand what I mean? And
yeah, definitely.
My craft. So that's
you've kind of thrown me off guard because you've taken all of my questions I was gonna ask. I got loads more. Don't worry, I got loads more. So from the Napa days, how have you got from Napa to DJing to Fresh Island Fest and all of that stuff? Like, what's been the journey for you there? Is it more networking, or has it been?
All right, so there's two parts to it. Your network is your network.
Net worth, yeah.
You see that? If you can implement that into your craft, you'll be fine. And then sometimes you just got to be a good soul and a good people and be able to network, man. You know, and be sometimes a touch of luck. Yeah. Because I want to send a shout out to the New School Rules team. So I DJ in Holland at least once a year at a music festival over there called New School Rules, and that's where I actually got to see. I actually got to meet the Fresh Island guys.
Okay.
So I met the Fresh Island guys, you know, and something about Amsterdam and drink and weed and you know, I mean, something
all of it, all of the stuff,
mate. Something about that place, bro. It connects people. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And,
you know, those guys. I want to send a shout out to Fat Philly and DJ Bizzo, some of the two of the organizers. They're my brothers. Do you understand what I mean? They're my brothers. Shout out to Wayne. And you're gone.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah,
yeah. Did you get that?
Yeah, no, I didn't get the last bit. What were you saying?
So cut a long story short. In that environment, they became my brothers.
Yeah.
And we started chopping it up and doing business outside of DJing. And see, a lot of it is about relationships and thinking about other things, thinking out the box and doing other things, man.
Definitely. So what's been the highlight of your career so far?
I think you know something. No, actually, no. I was gonna say DJing in America, but I think DJing in Jamaica, man. DJing in Jamaica,
your hometown,
Kingston,
basically.
You know, but well, it's not. But it's, you know, I was gonna say Sierra Leone, but I remember 2 years ago it was I want to DJ in Africa. I want to DJ in Sierra Leone in my own right, not with an artist. Not with, you know, like being an artist DJ. No disrespect to artist DJs, but I wanted to be.
I'm gonna get onto that topic as well.
I wanted to be there in my own right. So it was but something about Jamaica, man. I was in Jamaica, in Kingston, New Year's Eve with the Yardies and a standalone British guy with the with the real guys that if you're not good, they will let you know.
They'll cuss you.
Mate, I had the privilege. I was nervous as hell. You know what I mean? But a little help with Uncle Ray and his nephew Rum. Yeah, bro. I went to No Fair Zone, man, and it was just great getting a good feedback. And shout out to my family, girl who was over there, and my boys, a couple of my boys, and you know what I mean? It was amazing, bro.
So that's the highlight for you.
Yeah. For me, it was man. Like I've done festivals. I've done it's funny enough. I've done big things like. Red Bull Culture Clash. I've done it at Wembley with Wiz Khalifa. I've done it in Atlanta with it was a Disturb in London. Done Atlanta. That was a highlight. Yeah, that's quite good, and it was big and grand, so on and so forth. But there was no place like playing in the shows, man. Playing in Jamaica, playing in right in the roots of it. Yeah.
So what would you say your main genre is as a DJ?
I'll say, bro, I'm an open format. You can't put Mr. Play in a box, bro. Anything from ABBA to Shabba, bro, I'll play it.
Okay. But like, you haven't got like a main genre that, because you know some DJs will be like, I'm an urban DJ.
Nah, bro, listen, but I can't say that because I'll go to Switzerland and play, and you know I'll do the whole hip hop thing. I can go to New Orleans and play. I might have to play real down south trap hip hop, but then I can go and play in Brixton and play Bashment because I grew up around that. But I can play Candy and have everyone doing the Candy dance for literally half an hour. Literally. You know, so yeah, so I can bro, I can't pigeonhole myself if I'm honest, and I refuse, you know.
So touching on the subject of tour artist tour DJs and artist DJs. So like what's your take on that? Would you ever want to be one, or were you one, or
you know, I had a taste of it, didn't like it. It's not me. You know, but I done it when I was already doing what I was doing anyway. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I don't think I needed to do it.
Yeah.
And if I do it, it will be either for the artists I work with and I manage, or one of my just if I'm there and it's some more nostalgia, more in fact playing all the jump on, but to go out and become an artist DJ, you'd have to pay me shitloads of money, or I'd rather an up and coming DJ who's a lot more hungry than me. I'd rather give them that. Do you understand what I mean? A lot of DJs do it to travel, to see the world, to do things that they may not do usually. But I'm quite blessed and lucky that I'm doing it on my own back as Mr. Play.
So you would rather like the artist, if you were DJing that night and the artist just came down and you were like, okay, I have to play for them, instead of being their actual DJ.
The official DJ.
Yeah, the official DJ.
Yeah. No, like I said, that's not really me, bro. I'm an artist in my own right as well. So I'm not gonna knock anyone doing it, and I respect the DJs that do that. I think you know, I don't know how much artist DJs get these days. I've heard a couple of rumors, and I think the record labels and the artists should pay them more, because if not for the DJ, you know, if it's not for the DJ, sometimes your set will be shit.
But there's an argument. There's an argument that the artist DJ doesn't. They're not like, the people aren't there to see the DJ, and there's only a couple DJs that actually people want to see as well as the artist, but more so it's just the artist. So there's an argument which is like, well, if you're an artist DJ, you're kind of just traveling around. Cool.
No, but no,
kind of
no.
thing.
Guess what? You know what it is.
Yeah.
It's very true. People no, that's a fair argument, and it's very true. You go to see your art. You go to see the artist.
Yeah.
So but what I will say to that is, if the DJ is not valued, don't book him then. Let's see how you get on without the DJ.
Without a DJ, yeah.
So unless you're a great live performer, which not a lot of people are, yeah, or you're gonna run a track from the house PA system, yeah, you're going to need a DJ. And I think DJs will be taken seriously if there was a DJ union, yeah, and everyone decided, all right, cool, you know what, guys, let's not, if they don't value us, let's stop. It's
because no one takes DJing as a job though nowadays. That's the thing. No one really sees it as a job or production or whatever. No one really sees that as a full-time job.
Yeah, well, I do it full time. I've been blessed, so I only can speak for myself. It's a full time for me. Do you understand what I mean? I do. I went through it. I've gone into artist management, and do a few concerts here and there. But it's my hustle. So it can be. I am a part of a DJ collective called the Union DJs in America. So I watch a lot of what they do. Yeah, I watch a lot of what they do, and I think that DJs over there are very much more appreciated than they are over here.
I feel like over there, I mean, different cultures as well, right? But like, how's it DJing over there? So obviously, you're probably one of the only UK DJs or that I know personally. Like, I know have DJed over there. So how's the scene? Is the scene different?
There's a few DJs like that's gone over there and DJed. Like you got DJ Jonesy, DJ Friction. So I couldn't help but what's pre in your gram last week and a DJ saying that there's now a DJ. They are just because that individual doesn't know them. Like either do your research or don't comment on it. Like if I'm not too sure about something, I'm not going to comment, because then you've got someone like me who you go on my Instagram and you can see that I DJ over there, and then kind of makes your argument looks dead. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those people. I like to research and see what's really happening.
See what's going on.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to send a shout out to Cyril Storm Party that made a great point in the comment. He said artist DJs set the tone of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never gone to a concert and the DJ doesn't play. Have you seen people that stand there doing nothing, listening to background music? So they need to respect and salute the DJ, man.
Definitely. But how's the vibe over there? Is it totally different to UK scene?
Okay, so DJing in America. Right, so I've DJed in Atlanta, I've DJed in New Orleans, DJed in New York.
Yeah.
I was supposed to DJ in LA this year.
LA.
Yeah. So basically DJing, I've also DJed in Texas as well.
Okay.
It's you have to be on the ground and know the culture. You can't just go there and think you can DJ, because there's certain tunes you're going to need to know. Like over here, Candy is that go-to song to really get the party started. In America, they have their own equivalent. You got Cupid's Shuffle, you got Swag Surf, you've got Pastor Troy. There's certain areas and you got different parts of America that have their own different music. Like
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
DC's got their legendary music is like go-go music. You've got Chicago with the Steppers. You've got the South with the southern music. Do you understand what I mean? So you have to be on the ground and really know the culture.
But it's not just hip hop and R&B, and it's not just
bro. No, you got to go there and what I will say is that commercial bashment is a universal language. Like the Mr. Vegas, the Sean Pauls, and I think you can go anywhere in the world and kind of get away with a certain
amount of that. Yeah,
you understand what I mean. But if you like go over there and play hip hop, believe me, know your hip hop, because you're going to the land of hip hop, so you got to know your shit. Do you understand what I mean?
You got to know everything in that.
Yeah. And you've actually got to go to different parts and know your shit, bro.
It's because that's the thing. It's like the states as well. Different states listen to different things, different clashes as well with music and all of that. It's not like UK where parts of the UK listen to different things. Most of the UK listens to roughly the same thing.
Yeah. And over there, no, because the South if you go to Atlanta, which I spend a lot of my days and years, if you go there, it's Southern music, bro. You might get a Drake, you might get a Meek Mill, Jay-Z's legendary, and you know, Kanye. It's literally drips, but you're gonna get a full Southern set. It's like France, you know, like in France, the law is 70% French music, 30% other. So in the South, it's very Southern. East Coast is more leaning to you know, the
commercial side.
Yeah, do you understand what I mean? And then East, and then the West Coast, you've got like the mustard runs the airwaves. You know what I mean?
West Coast is totally different to like the rest of America. That's the thing. Like West Coast is totally different.
And there you go.
Yeah.
And then you got the DMV. You know, like you got the Midwest, the Nellies.
Yeah, you got all of that stuff.
Yeah, but it's really right now the South is running it. You know? Well, the biggest rapper is not even from America. He's from Canada.
Yeah, true. So that three of the biggest people right now probably are all from Canada.
There you go.
Like you got Bieber, you got Lanes, Drake, like all of them lot.
Bro, Canada. You can go. Well, see, this is the music connoisseur in me. You can go even back before that. Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé. They're Canadians.
It's crazy, like when you see that, because not all of them actually originated from California or from different parts of America. It's mainly Canada.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I think the reason why probably Drake's probably one of the best rappers in the world is I think he's you know,
I feel like he can connect with the time.
But Canada is a British colony. It's also partly French, but I'm
sorry, one sec. Someone just said, "Can we ask questions?" Yeah, just put it in the questions box and then I'll answer it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a British colony. So I think he was able to kind of identify with our culture because Canada is partly a part of us. Do you understand what I mean? Look at go Canada and spend their money. You're gonna see the Queen on there. So you know, it's only right. He does his research, and obviously a lot of Jamaican influence in there. It's next door to America, so you know. But obviously, you know, he should be one of the greatest. But you know, some of the Americans, you know, I think especially New York, they think New York is the world, and it's not. And you know, no disrespect to my DJ brothers and stuff, but a lot of them, especially over there, a lot of you know, they think it's New York, and you know, sometimes, again, no shots. Some of them might see this and have something to say. I think they still think this is the 90s where, you know, it's still West Coast. I mean, sorry, East Coast. And it's not that no more, man. It's not.
Do you think there's still like a little clash between East Coast and West Coast music? Or do you think it's kind of done? Do you think that's
I don't think so, because the South is running it.
Yeah.
So, you can't, you'll be clashing between yourselves. You know?
So there's so G2 put UK Funky coming back.
UK Funky, mate, that's a bittersweet time for me. You know what? It was. I had some great times in that element. It can come back.
Yeah.
But you know, it will take a collective of people to do it.
Talk about them days for a minute.
Oh, mate. Yeah, no, you know, he's trying to draw me out. There's certain questions people want answered.
Why? What are these questions?
Mate. Yeah.
You know what? Like UK Funky's, that will still be there. It will still be relevant, but I don't know if it will come back.
You know what? It could come back, but it needs. I think that it needs more than one person to do it. It needs a whole collective, because I ain't gonna lie, there was no sweeter vibe than UK Funky, bro. No sweeter vibe. Like anyone who was in Napa those times, and just, you know, I would say 2007 to 2010. UK Funky was just the sweetest vibe, bro. The sun, the energy, simple lyrics, simple flows. You know, that literally like says what UK Funky is, man. And yeah, like I think what started to happen, like the old rappers or the grime heads started to draw them out and say, well, you're not lyrical though. You're not lyrical. And a lot of the funky heads, they would, you know, try and do what some of the grime and rap heads are doing, and you know, I think that's where it went downhill, because funky is simple, it's easy listening, it's vibes, it's the beat, it's you know, it's beach parties and pool vibes, exactly that. And you know, and the reason why I think it could work is because some of the music out now is quite aggressive, man. It's quite aggressive.
No one. Angry. That's what I was literally gonna say.
It's quite angry, man. I want to hug some of these people, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Like it's something you can't, like, literally what DJs were saying as well with Instagram lives, with them doing their live sets and stuff. Like, no one can listen to 2 hours of straight hip hop and R&B. People want to listen to like bashment and dancehall and everything like that as well. So,
but you know what though? You say that, but people can listen to loads of house.
Yeah, people can listen to like 2-3 hours of house just straight. I couldn't do it.
House has got different genres. So if you look at some of the DJs that's really capitalizing on the IG lives, what music are they playing?
Well, it depends, because there's a couple. There is a couple though. House. There are a couple DJs who are playing dancehall, and they've got like 6K in the last 2 weeks from playing dancehall, literally.
But then you've got some people that's playing house music. So if that's what I'm trying to say. So if it's not the dancehall element, it's the house.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Continental GT doing house, like got all these DJs doing house. So
then you got DJ Lani. We got DJ Lani who's smashing the shit out of it. You know what I mean?
He's smashing
out of the bashment. So yeah.
Are you planning on doing Instagram lives, or you kind of, or have you done any?
You know what? Yeah. Well, I'm a bit. I wouldn't say I'm bougie. I've done a few lives on different platforms.
Yeah.
But it's because it's because I'm a businessman, bro. Like, I'll be honest. I'm a businessman.
So like touching on that, are you like representing any brands or anything like while you're DJing or doing anything?
Yeah, well, Rum Kitchen, House Somali. So I want to send a big shout out to House Somali crew, who sent me some great speakers and headphones. So I represent them when I play. And Rum Kitchen crew, I get my delivery, free food, and they pay me quite nicely. So I'll pick up the crew. And I think I might start doing it on I've got an old school platform called Boombox. So I might start playing it on, doing a live on the Boombox as opposed to Mr. P, because I don't want to dishonor the DJs and, you know, do something that's not me. You know
so going back to like the DJing America, is there a state like that you really want to DJ in, or city you want to DJ in?
I want to DJ in LA and Miami.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah.
And I will do. God willing, I will DJ in LA and Miami. It's just I just need to get over this Rona stuff. Shout out to Mark Ryder. I see you. Shout out to DJ Cos. I see you, bro. Yeah, man. So I will DJ in those places, you know. And I hope more UK people come out and DJ with me, man.
Well, I'm gonna try network now. I'm gonna try network with you.
Yeah, bro. You know, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
That's like, if we were to go toe to toe with Americans, toe to toe, we'll give them a run for their money, bro. I'm not asking.
Definitely.
I'm telling you, bro. You know, and we know, and the beautiful thing, what we have, we're well rounded. We know their culture. They don't know fuck all about.
They don't know about UK culture at all, because like they only know about Stormzy ish, like, and they know about.
I'll be honest, and you know what, bro? Yes and no. They don't, like, again, that's another argument. That's an argument for another day. They don't really give a shit about UK music, if I'm honest. You know, but there's some, and I remember, again, I'm speaking through talking to DJs that's on the ground, people that break people's records. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't sometimes understand us. And also, some of the people that represent us over there are not taken seriously in their hometown anyway. So when you got Neeks representing us, the real ones who are over there won't take us seriously.
Definitely.
Because Neeks are the ones who kind of screaming UK, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to be respectful.
See, like, US come to
UK.
UK.
Say again?
And then you see like US coming over to UK and doing like production with UK artists and stuff because it's a different sound for them.
Oh, you mean no? So also you mean like shout out to
Like
my boy JB just produced for, yeah, my boy JB just produced for French Montana
okay,
and Drake. So big up to JB, yes, my boy. Yeah,
wow.
well that's the whole drill argument which me and my friends have been having for a long while. So yeah, I think you know what? I think we produce better than them. I think they master their records better than us. See,
I feel like
and mastering.
Yeah.
Mixing and mastering are so important in finishing in your finished product. Yeah, bro. Because, bro, like if some of our production compared to theirs, like theirs slap, and it's just down to the mixing, bro. Not because
I think
we're
it's
shit.
also because they've got a massive, like their population is massive, right? Compared
Yeah.
to us, they can easily expand to so many different states, and then states can go to different like around Canada, and then like we can't go to Spain or France or whatever. You know what I mean?
But why not?
I don't know. I don't know why artists haven't though. Because
bro, you gotta think. You can't think of the UK as the UK. You gotta think of the United States of Europe, bro. You gotta think of Europe, and that's why I go to DJ in France, Croatia, Switzerland. You know, you understand what I mean, bro? Like the world's bigger than America, bro. And that's been my vision from playing in Shubs back in Brixton. I always I remember a wise man once told me the world's bigger than the ends, and that never left me. The world's bigger than the ends, bro. And if everyone's going right, sometimes you can go left, bro. Do you understand what I mean? And sometimes, and if you can go left and get the whole of Europe, that's when you've got a voice, bro. Like London's cool, but London's the gateway to Europe. But if you can get your European fans, that's why I'm loving UK rap right now and UK grime and even the drill boys, because it's starting to
take off. Like you're seeing them in the top charts now. Like
there you go. Do you understand what I mean?
But
big up G Money, one of the pioneers, and Mellow Primetime.
Wow,
you got some legends. You got legends in there, bro. Yeah.
So I understand like the mixing and mastering is a big thing as well. But
yes,
I'm gonna give you this question. Then why is it that UK cannot touch America though? Why is it apart from mix?
No, when you say UK can't touch America, are you talking about production or DJs? Because I tell you, I kid you not, a lot of DJs over here will toast them, bro. So
probably production.
Bro, I think we can still touch them, bro. Like you got to understand. Look at Soul to Soul.
Yeah.
Look at Omar. Look at Loose Ends, bro. When you think about like Music Soul Child and Maxwell, who do you think they look up to, bro? They look up to our household names. Omar's a legend to them over there, bro. But sometimes us and that carnal-minded behavior, like my dad used to say to me, Bible scripture, a prophet is never respected in his hometown. Sometimes, and what that means is, sometimes you don't respect what you have, bro. Sometimes you have to leave the nest and blow up elsewhere,
and then come back, and then people respect you.
Loads of people done that, bro. Loads of people done it. Flochi done it. Estelle done it. So I want to send a shout out to a DJ. He was in a group called DJ G Money. He started my first time on Pirate Radio was his station, Baseline 97.9. You got to do your research on that, bro.
Research.
Yeah. And like that bred so much dope DJs, and I don't think G Money was valued how he should have been. So he went on to BBC One Extra.
Yeah.
Now he's the king of Kenya, bro. Now I see a lot of people begging it with G and G Money, but I remember. Anyway, let's leave that. Let's leave that.
It's like we got time, bro. We got time. It's cool. We got time.
That's my own personal opinion, still. That's my own personal opinion. But
so I'm gonna ask a. It's not personal, but like, how have you had to like deal with kind of your friendship group and circle? What like as you've been blowing up, kind of going around the country, people changed around you? Have they kind of kept the same? Like you're the same person, or?
You know what? I need to send a shout out to my dad. Yeah, my pops is my best friend, and I think him. Because I've been, again, like I said, I was raised by my dad. Him stepping up and us telling me life lessons. Because, you know, sometimes the son, sometimes to get through it, you got to go through it. And he that feels it knows it. So a lot of the things he used to tell me, I never really got, I kind of think, Dad, are you a hater? Or like, why are you not letting me live, or so on and so forth? He prepared me for my journey without me knowing. Do you understand what I mean? Without me knowing. And I've lost a lot of good friends, man. I lost a lot of friends. Some down to myself and my ego, you know, but when you've got loads of egos in one pot, sometimes it's not good. You know what I mean? And I've lost a lot of good friends, but I'm also blessed that I've made a lot of great friends around the world. And you know, some people are there for a reason, and some people are there for a season. And I think you become you receive what you are. I don't know if you're like one of those energy type of people. Yeah, I believe that what's meant to be yours won't pass you. Do you understand what I mean? So, you know, I do reminisce, funny enough, when, you know, G2 talked about Funky House. I do reminisce on some great days and some memories, but they are all life lessons for well, you never lose real friends. Very true, obviously, very true. Yeah, I think that's life lessons, and they've prepared me for the journey like now, you know. And I come across crossroads where I'm like, you know what, this is when back in '08 my ego kicked in and I lost something great. All right, let me just not say nothing now. And it worked out for the best, and we went on to make magic and make money. That's what it's all about when it comes to this.
So another discussion point here. So I've been doing this on all my lives with the DJs and seeing what everyone's thoughts are on this. So what's your kind of take on reality TV stars and people with a big following, let's say in gym work and stuff, I don't know, or influencers, just kind of going into DJing, but because they've got, I'd say like what, 500,000 followers or 1 million followers or whatever, it's easy for them to get gigs. What's your take on that? Is that because, like, do you think it's wrong to do that? Because
no, bro, you know what? It's business at the end of the day, but like it's they will soon get caught out eventually. There's something playing in the shubs, in the old school dance. There's something about the lessons, the teaching, the nostalgia, which you can't, like those reality DJs. Like I hear them play an old school set or a slow jam set, and you can see that they don't really know their shit. Do you understand what I mean? So like the cream will always rise to the top, bro.
Someone said like the fake ones won't last, basically.
Yeah, the fake ones won't last, and they get bored. They move on. You know,
it's more marketing.
Reality TV, bro, like it's a conveyor belt. It's a conveyor belt system. They hype today until they make a next one next week, and then they're no longer current. The new reality star is, because like, do you remember who won X Factor last year?
I didn't watch X Factor.
But I remembered when it was Leona Lewis or Alexandra Burke.
Yeah.
And after that, I tuned out. Now,
that's literally it.
Like, so that shows it's microwave, bro. So it's a conveyor belt, disposable. So here today, gone tomorrow. No one gives a shit. But the real ones will stay there. You may not have the mass numbers, but you will have foundation.
Someone said stupidness. I mean, it's just marketing for them, right? Like, it's annoying in a way because like there's so many DJs who can get that job that they got.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of taking it up, but you can't really do anything about it. That's the scene.
But that they soon, when they notice that they can't rock the crowd or keep the vibe, they get rid of him. Bro. So I wouldn't say worry about that. I would say master your craft, study your craft, and learn good business, man. Learn business.
So I feel like these are your tips anyway, but what 3 tips would you give to DJs right now to keep active in the scene?
It's in this COVID-19 lockdown time.
No, just in general to keep active in the scene, keep known.
Okay, yeah, well, I'd say your network is your net worth, you know. Network with people, perfect your craft, and study the game, like know the history of it. Yeah, know the history, and don't be so judgmental and have fun. DJing is about having fun, you know. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
definitely.
serious cats. There's a lot of serious cats in DJing. There's sometimes I've gone to clubs and there's certain DJs that don't wanna, you know, they're mixing and their set time ends at 2 a.m. and
Yeah.
you're the next DJ. And I'm not gonna, you know, me personally, if he wants to do the whole of my set and I not play one record, I don't care because I'm still getting paid. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, have fun, guys, man. Like, it's like music is therapeutic. Music is there to ease the mind, body, and soul, and bring people together and have fun, man. So yeah, just have fun with it.
So I'm gonna touch on what you just said as well. So like, have you had any incidences with that where DJs like, okay, so with warm up DJs not doing their job, or
Yes.
with a DJ playing all the bangers or playing all the big tunes before you're even on, which is prime time or whatever?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
what's
bro.
your take on that?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I don't mind that. And this is where, again, can't stop talking about playing in the shubs and and the teaching of baseline radio.
Yeah.
Like, when you're open format DJ, you can go open format. You don't have to go in. I can go old school, bro. Do you understand? I can go reggae. I can play bangers from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and still rock a party. And the hosting skills would help you present that to the audience and getting them prepared for the journey you're about to take them on. But if you're not used to holding the mic, or you don't have a good selector, I mean a mic man with you, you could get stuck. But I'm a person now, I will confront the promoter. Like, blood, do your job. Like, go. Like, I'm not gonna talk to the DJ. It's not my job. It's not my gig. Now, if I'm a promoter, the DJ will be removed.
Yeah.
But if I have to fill in because now I can DJ, I can. And funny enough, that's how it came about. I started DJing because a DJ didn't do their job, and we had to fit. And they didn't adhere to my dress code. It was pajamas, and they didn't wear pajamas, and I couldn't let the DJ in because if I then. So I used to do a legendary pajama party. No one touched Play's pajama party. No one. No one. I had 1,000 people wearing pajamas. Those who know, you know. And
are you gonna bring that back?
Do you know what? Funny enough, I've had some people asking me. I don't
you
want
should do
to
it after quarantine.
You lot can like and love them, give me love hearts some more. I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
You should do it. I'm gonna talk to you about that one now.
But what was I saying? What was the question again?
No.
Yeah. So basically, the DJ, these guys are killing me. The DJ, the DJ didn't wore a tracksuit, basically. And it was like touch and go. Do I let this DJ in a tracksuit? But then if you let one person in and they see you, that's an argument. So then I told the DJ no. And me not letting the DJ in wearing pajamas was a big statement to the audience. So they're like, no, man, like even his DJ couldn't get in. So then, you know, you had cab drivers dropping girls in negligee to the party.
Yeah.
And so what type of party is that? Pajama party? Can we pay to come in? And I'm talking, I've seen a cabman in his boxer shorts, his brown shoes, his grey socks, and his vest, and have the time of his life.
You're lying to me.
Nah, bro, man. Like, anyone who's been to my pajama parties, they know, bro. They were certified.
It's militant.
Yeah. And then what happened is, you know, when I stopped doing it, you know, some people tried to do pajama parties afterwards, and then they kind of, reason why I don't think it worked is because they done it for the money. So they had a big queue, but then half the dance was in tracksuits and you know, jeans.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, man. And so mine worked well because everyone, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's family. If you're not wearing pajamas, you can't come in. And that was my rule, and I stuck by it. Even when it was, I remember the very first pajama party, bro. I had about 200 people outside and only about 26 people inside the party. But you know why? Because the 26 people inside the party had pajamas. And the other 200, they couldn't come in. And as a good host, you had to let the people know, look, guys, I could jam this dance if I want to, rather than letting other people in. But then you that's made an effort. I'm holding the mic. I remember it like it was yesterday. You who made the effort, that's doing you injustice.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and we, like 27 of us, we partied, bro, until we finished at about 3:30.
That's how it's got to be. This is what you got
Right,
to make a statement.
yeah,
It's a statement.
but I took an L.
Yeah.
But what happened was the next one, bro, 200 people came in pajamas, and then, you know, started to do more. Bro, I remember.
Because they learn from their mistakes. Like,
bro, I remember, I think it was, what year was it? I think it was 2005. Like, about 1,000 people in pajamas, bro. And I looked at that, crossed my hands and said, yeah, boy, yeah, Play's pajama party. No one ain't touched it since.
So you got to do that now. You got to do it. You got to do it. It's got to come back. It's this year. If we're out of quarantine by the end of the year, then you got to do it.
We'll see how it goes. I won't commit. We'll see how it goes.
I'm on the lineup already. That's what...
If I do it, bro, yeah, you'll be first on the bill.
So when like DJs kind of not okay, I wouldn't say ruin, but kind of mess around with the set, right? So like they're not doing their job properly. Do you kind of restart the night and do you kind of just set like kind of literally just reset everything and just slow it down and then come back up? Or
yeah, you can do, yeah, sometimes. And you know what it is, remember, a lot of I think there's a disconnect with the DJ generation. I think there's a little disconnect. Like, I don't think, you know, you got the old school DJs that don't show love to the new school DJs. Yeah. And there's like, you know, the youngsters don't really have no OGs to come and talk to and, you know, be around and see how they warm up a dance, you know, the start, the peak, and then the warm down, slow jams out. Like DJs don't even play slow jams no more. Like, that is impeccable. That's slow jams in the dance is a must, bro.
Even when the lights are on, you're still playing. You gotta still be playing.
You have to include slow jams in a party. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Like, you need that because there's nothing ends a dance better than slow jams, bro. Like, you could have the hypest night, slow it down with some music.
You gotta slow it down, yeah.
That get rid of all violence, of all trouble, because you're gonna find the girl and just do your thing. You know what I mean? Trust me.
Have you ever had problems with like playing a song and like it had to be shut off because of like artist violence or because of like a rivalry between something?
God, yeah. Back in the day, Lethal B, man, pow.
Pow.
We couldn't play that. That used to be a shutdown dance tune. Yeah, so there was a point when we couldn't play that, but you know, I wasn't a DJ, I was a host. What I do, I played it anyway. You know, and I think one year
Oh, right. So you just went for a sec.
Yeah, I said I actually played Pow and got the candy dance, and I made the crowd do the candy dance to Pow.
Wow.
only a great host can do that, bro. But yeah, but what I showed the promoters and I think police. I think was it in Leicester or I forgot where it was. That it's not like music don't kill people. Music don't kill people, bro. You might have the few idiots that might stop, but music don't kill people. Because you listen to some of this heavy metal stuff, they talk about biting heads off pigeons.
They talk about slitting wrists, like
slitting wrists and some weird shit. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not music don't kill people, man. People kill people.
Definitely.
So yeah.
We got Estot in the building. Yeah. So, is there any artists that you've DJ'd with who you thought were like the sickest ones that you've done a set with, or is there an artist you want to do a set with, or anything like that?
Well, I'm looking forward to doing a set with the artist I look after, H. Maneda, one of the best rappers in the country, and Alana Maria, R&B sensation. I'm looking forward to just having fun with my clients because they're like family. So yeah, but who I think I enjoyed working with Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
I enjoyed working with Wiz. He's dope. And Fecky, when me and Fecky, like, he's my boy. When we done some shows back in the day, man, like, he's a great live festival type artist. Do you understand what I mean? Like, he's like a waka flocka energy. Like you have to see Fecky live in a festival to really appreciate him as an artist. That's what I will say. Yeah, we had fun. We would always have problems when he'll be throwing water on my laptop. And I was like, nah, I can't do this artist shit. Fuck that. This shit costs money, boy.
I'd like to DJ for Gets though. Like Gets would be so sick to DJ
Oh
for.
yeah. Boy, I always said to Gets and Fecky that Fecky, Temper T, and Gets should do the energy show or the energy concert, because that would be a dope ass concert.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Like
So
I'm in awe for like that, you know. Like, you know, Rude Kid's doing the most with Gets. Like the wheel ups are crazy.
Oh mate, but have you met Gets before?
No, I've never met Gets before.
Oh, bro, like Gets is Gets is just a vibe. You can't be around Gets and not get gas, bro. He feeds gas.
He just gasses me whenever I watch the videos. I just get gassed.
Bro, when I see Gets and Kano, when I see them, you can see Gets's infectiousness when Kano is on the stage with him. He gasses Kano where Kano's a very laid back person, but when Gets is there, bro, Gets just brings it out of you. So yeah, man, big up to Gets.
Yeah, man. So has there been a set for you where you've walked away and you were like, this was the best thing I've ever done in my life? Like this set was up there. Like, and which one?
I've had loads of those, bro. I've had loads.
Okay, what? I'll give you two. Put you on the spot.
New Orleans Essence Festival, great set. And Switzerland, man.
What was it about them two?
Switzerland, it was winning the hearts of people that don't even know who the hell you are. There was something about, you know, DJing for people that don't know you and them, you know, starting to follow you afterwards, wanting to know your name, and they became real supporters. I don't say fans, I hate that word. Supporters. And yeah, I think that was dope. You know, sometimes when the era that I grew up in, like, there was talent everywhere. So you don't really stand out because you're all talented. Do you understand what I mean? But when you go to other countries, you see how talented you and your friends are.
Yeah.
I was talking to a DJ yesterday and I said, yo, bro, like, why aren't you, man, traveling more and doing more internationally? Because you lot were better than me, bro. You know what I mean? You lot were better than me. And that, you know, do you understand what I mean? I think, yeah, just winning crowds over that don't know you, that's great for me.
Bro, what's the plans for you after quarantine? Like, obviously LA was supposed to happen, so what's the plans?
After quarantine, well, I actually enjoyed staying still, bro. It gave me a chance to kind of reflect, you know, think about things and enjoy time with my old man. I think me personally, I actually want to go to Cuba with my dad.
Okay.
That's when, yeah, I want to go to Cuba because that's a place where he wants to go to Cuba, Kenya, Israel. I want to kind of tick off the list where he wants to go and create great memories with my old man. So I think that's something I'll be focusing on. So yeah, that's
so gigs wise, what countries are on your bucket list still?
Gigs wise, Germany. I want to go and spend more time in Switzerland again. It was amazing. LA and Miami, like I said, those are places I'm going to go. And you know, New York, Atlanta, that's home, so that's standard. But yeah, LA and Miami and Germany are places that I haven't played, which I'm gonna work on.
I think that's a lot of networking, but like for you, it's easy, right? In that sense.
Yeah, because I've got the relationships now. So it's funny. Yeah. It's taken me like 15 years to be that overnight success, so to speak. But people don't see the grind.
Like it's not like you just woke up one morning and you got all these calls.
Nah, bro, man. Nah. Like there's lots of networking, lots of L's had to be taken, but I didn't take L's as a loss. I took it as a lesson, and yeah, man. So yeah.
What's been like your not I wouldn't say like what like worst gig, but what's been the gig that you've kind of walked away and you're like, nah, this wasn't right, or did you take it as a learning step for you, or?
What was a learning? I think. Wait, what country was that? I think it was.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I think it was actually another hometown. I think it was Sierra Leone. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Sierra Leone. 1 year, and what I learned from it is if the setup ain't right, I ain't doing it. If the setup ain't right, no, Italy. Sorry, I DJed
Italy, okay.
Italy. Yeah, DJed Italy, and I thought DJing Italy, this club, I thought, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Let's bring my laptop, and it'll be fine. And that was the day I wish I brought my Serato. Yeah, yeah. I wish I brought my Serato, man. Because I mean, not my Serato, my controller. I wish I bought my controller because the setup, mate. I hope the promoter doesn't see this interview, but the setup was shocking, bro. Yeah, the setup was shocking.
Wow, what was the setup? Was it like old decks and everything?
Yeah, it was the old. You remember the tray decks? The tray.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro. Oh, yeah, that was painful. Yeah, that was painful, man. That was painful. And no, it's a toss up between that and one time I was in Dominican Republic playing on a boat party, and there was no setup. I had to use the laptop itself.
Yeah.
I had to use the laptop itself.
So you had to plug what? You plugged the aux?
I had to plug the aux in and literally DJ from the actual Serato program. Oh my god. Yeah. So
how did you even deal with this? Like, what the setup is one thing, and then having no setup is another thing.
But you know what it is, bro. When you're a good host, you can actually improvise.
It's all about that mic work.
Yeah, if you grew up on the Bashment circuit and you know all the old sound system circuits with the Fifth Avenues and the Mellow Prime Times and the Studio Expresses, you know about how to work a mic. You can use a good selector can use a mic and one deck and do a whole set, bro. Do you understand what I mean? So so for me personally, it wasn't hard, but for some of the other Americans that I was DJing with, they struggled. Some didn't do it, you know, and I ended up doing a long set because again, I was trained in the shubs, bro. When you grow up in when you do those
old school, up in the ends.
when you grow up in the ends and you've got to make the best out of a bad situation, it trains you for every environment. And I remember that. And for me, it was just another day in the office, man. So yeah, so I think Italy and Dominican Republic, those two are my mate. Nah, I'm bringing my controller. I'm bringing my controller everywhere.
So apart from that, have you had any like embarrassing moments during a set, like, or any like mess ups or anything?
Yeah, but you know, always have mess ups, bro. But remember, the only person that knows it's a mess up is you. So again, if you're a good host, you can get out of a mess up. So you know you can. I want to send a shout out to DJ, Dr. Psycho, R.I.P., who passed away. One of the greatest hosts who could make any mess up look amazing. You know, because again, like I said, DJing is about having fun, bro, man. Like DJ is about having fun. It's about having a laugh and having a good time. And once you have that element, you know what I mean, you're fine, bro. Even if you mess up, you can actually tell the crowd, guys, I pressed the like. How many times I don't know about you, but there's times when I've meant to press deck A and I pressed deck B and pressed the wrong thing.
Yeah. Or I pressed the wrong Q button. I pressed the wrong side of the Q.
Yeah, and it's off, and then you just stop the miss. Guys, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm a bit wavy, you know, bro. I just press the wrong button and then just carry on the party. No one gives a shit, bro, man. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? No one gives a shit.
But
So
I
if you
feel
don't
like
have fun,
that's like with experience of host as well, because like for me, what I was saying
yes,
to other DJs is like I'm not scared of getting in the mic. It's just like I need to get a bit more relaxed in doing it and stuff.
yeah, but the guys that I've been around, bro, you had to be great. You had to be great on
You
the
had to
mic,
be,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, you had to be great on the mic. Some of the like I worked with some great hosts also. You know, like you've got you know, Dixie, great host, Ramzino. You know what? Zest, phenomenal host. Get Rich Crew, Megamouth, Psycho, Richie P. Jay Knox has grew up to be a great host in his own. Yeah, we were just naturally great hosts because we used to watch the old school guys like Fifth Dodd from Studio Express, Hollywood. So we grew up on some great hosts, bro, and we just implemented it into our game. Yeah, shout out Zest.
Yeah.
Right, Zest is there. Yeah, big up Zest, man. Yeah. So we grew up amongst great hosts, and you know sometimes we take things from each other and put our twist on it, man. So again, when you were around the people I was around, you had no choice but to be great, bro.
You had
I
no
was
choice,
around
yeah.
some great people. You had no, yeah, yes, sorry. How can I forget? Ibs. Ibs is one of the greatest hosts as well. And if I want to go international, there's a host called Fort Knox, yeah? Fort Knox
Yeah.
Live.
Okay.
I think he's the best. I think Fort Knox Live is the best host in the world. I think I honestly
I'll
think
check it. I'll check him.
yeah, he's a New Yorker who lives in Atlanta.
Okay.
Like he is just full of energy, full of life, and he's a monster, bro. But yeah. So again, once you're around greats, bro, you have to become great.
Definitely. Have you ever wanted to go into like the radio scene, or have you been on radio before? If
No,
you kind of just want to stick
bro.
to.
No, I did radio, bro. Baseline FM. I was on Pirate Radio. I went on to the Beat.
Okay.
Yeah, I went on to the Beat. But rate for me, yeah, Fort Knox is from Atlanta. For those guys that are thinking who he is, we're going international with it. Yeah, sorry, I've done radio, but it just wasn't for me, bro. I found that a lot of DJs wanted to do radio to get bookings, but I was getting bookings and doing everything I wanted to do anyway. So I found radio for me was a bit of a waste of my time. And yeah, I didn't get nothing from radio. And then the radio stations I wanted to get on, I think there's certain rules and restrictions. And, you know, if I've got a booking in next month in New York, I don't want to have to clear it with the radio station.
Yeah.
And back then, you know, pre-recording wasn't a thing. Now it's like DJs don't even need to be on the station. You can pre-record. If I knew the game was that, if the game was that, then I probably would have done radio. Now, you know, there's certain people, I'm not going to call them out, who ain't been on radio for months, but they do a pre-record show. But big them up still, because that's how the game's changed now. You know, people are doing radio stations, doing their own radio show every night on Instagram Live. So the game's changed. Do you understand what I mean? But back then, it was a toss-up. Do I go to a station and commit, or do I go around the world and DJ around the world? And I wanted to see the world, if I'm honest, bro.
So obviously technology is advancing and everything, and obviously like obviously now you can pre-record and everything. So when you got a set, do you kind of have like a set playlist, or do you kind of just freestyle, or do you have like something in mind, but like a little rough thing to look at, or do you just go there?
See, again, the beautiful alarm that must added to just turn off. Sorry. The beautiful thing about the crowd that I grew up with and my peers is that the whole street soundboy thing, you're prepared for any circumstances. You're prepared for a DJ that shit before you. You're prepared for a draw out if someone tries to clash you or draw you out. You're prepared that if there's only one deck, you're prepared that if the set mixes up and you have to talk on the mic for 20 minutes, you can keep the crowd entertained. So like, again, like there's no anyone from my era bro, throw us in the jungle, bro, naked. We'll come out with a fur jacket, blood. Like, we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you kind of deal with requests? Are you like type to be like, I don't take requests, or do you come with requests but it might not play it, or?
Nah, bro. Like, it depends. If remember, when we're entertaining for the people, and if the song, what they want, makes sense in that moment, yeah, I can play that. But if it's a thing where, you know, it's completely way off, like you're playing Vibes Cartel and someone's asking for Spice Girls, then clearly they're gonna have to, you know, like you get some silly drunken requests, you know, like there's them type of ones. Nah, you don't. If it doesn't fit, I ain't playing it. But if it fits, yeah, sure, definitely.
Is there any like other cities you want to DJ in the UK? Or do you, or any city, and also like, are there any cities that you think are popping before quarantine with like the scene and stuff?
I think Newcastle is dope. Yeah, love Newcastle.
Right, because Joe's in there as well, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, Joe Sensation, yeah.
He's like a Andy P, another DJ that I watch quite closely. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of their craft and I respect what they do. So yeah, big up to those two DJs. So yeah, Newcastle I think is dope. DJing Belfast quite a few times. I think Belfast threw me off, but it was hella lit. I enjoyed DJing in Cardiff, Plymouth, Manchester, Birmingham. I love Birmingham. I want to play in. Leeds. I've done Manchester. I want to try Leeds. Cause yeah, I want to try Leeds, Hull, Southampton. Bro, I'm a DJ, man. I'll go anywhere, bro, man. Remember,
so a lot of DJs. Well, there's a lot of people. Sorry, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, nah, I don't go anywhere, man. I'm a DJ, bro, man. Like when you're a selector, bro, we can play for all audiences. Black, white, red, green. We're good, man. Abba to Shabba, man. I told you, Abba to Shabba, bro.
But so there's a lot of people kind of saying that the London scene isn't all that. What's your take on that? Like, you look at all these other cities in the UK that, like, let's take Birmingham for example, or Manchester or something like that. Like, the scenes are totally different, but people are saying that London isn't.
Listen. Again, the pairs who I've grown up with in London, no one can touch us, bro. No one can touch us, and as all rounders, I must say. Like, don't get it twisted. You got lots of, you know. I find that outside of London, they study the craft more, the DJing and whatnot, because you know they want to learn to DJ and scratch. And what's their ultimate goal? To play in London. When they do learn all of that and they play in London people, like people from London, we don't care about scratching and shit. We want to have a good time and get lean and enjoy and create great memories. We don't want to hear scratching.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? So I think sometimes they get it twisted. And I find that's why DJs from London who go out of London bring more of a vibe, because London's just got the vibe. You can't. It's like we have the shops, bro. You can't, man. Like you can't. Like, and I'm not knocking other cities and stuff. I'm not knocking other cities in there, because you know Birmingham has a great vibe. You know, Birmingham has a great vibe. Manchester has a great vibe. But bro, there's no, like, if London had sun 24/7, there's no place like London in the world.
True. And the diversity is crazy.
And I stand by it. There's no place like London in the world. We've got all flavors. We've got all types of people, multicultural. It's amazing. London's the greatest. I have to swear down. Like, even though we're going through hard times now, when the sun's out, look at Notting and witness to like Notting Hill Carnival, bro. When it's sunny, no greater experience, bro.
Yeah.
No greater experience. Like, yeah, you know, going to hot countries and having, you know, the sea and the beach and everything. That's all great and shit. Like, yeah. But, you know, there's no place. London's a shit, blood. I'm straight. London's dope.
What's your take on Carnival, though? Because obviously this year it's going to be cancelled. And
Yeah.
do you think that the government will keep it cancelled, or do you think they'll bring it back next year?
Bro, like, Carnival's historic, man. Like, if they don't bring back Carnival, there'll be a riot. In fact,
Yeah, there will be a
like,
riot. There will be a riot.
There has to be a great valid reason to cancel Carnival, Notting Hill Carnival. And remember, it's business also, bro. That generates a lot of money for that era. You know, the businesses.
There's so many people it's good for the economy.
Yeah, and right now in the state we're in now, blood, they need Carnival. So that's not even a question. They need Carnival. So if they don't do Carnival this year, it's totally understandable because of what's going on now. Like, I think if the lockdown ends soon, or June, if it ends June, I think people,
will be lucky to have it. But
yeah, I think people will be a bit nervous July. But bro, there's something about the sun. Yeah, there's something about the sun. Great music, dope DJs. That, bro. Remember, DJs are like the Pied Piper, bro. DJs are like the Pied Piper. If the sun complements that, and the DJs are like on point, the crowd will come, bro. The crowd will come. But again, right now it's more about safety, innit? Right now it's a safety
definitely.
thing. Like, yeah, if the government do what they need to do, and everyone, you know, does all this social distancing and stuff, and we get through it, because we will, you know what I mean? We'll get through it. You know what I mean?
But people say, like, DJs are thinking that because obviously clubbing is one of the last things that are gonna come back into society. So there's a lot of DJs saying that they don't think it'll be till the end of the year. Like, do you think? Because like no one knows, but like, do you think it'll be August, or do you think it'll be end of the year? Or
but bro, to be honest with you, whether it's August or the end of the year, like, whatever needs to be done for everyone to be safe, bro. Like, like, we can weather the storm, in it. Like, because it's pointless us rushing it, and, you know, God forbid people pass away, like, because it's premature. That kind of defeats the whole object. So, you know, from a business standpoint, it makes sense to kind of hold out. But I think once we hold out, and once things are popping, parties are going to be
they're gonna be packed,
super lit, bro, super lit. And slow jams is gonna come back. R&B and slow jams are going to come back, bro, because people want to say hello to people. People want to dance again. They want to hug. They want to hold hands. You're gonna buy random people drinks, bro. Trust me. So yeah, man. Like,
it's crazy how what's this, like 10 weeks in? Like, I don't even know how long it's been. it's crazy.
I lost count, bro. I lost count. But when I saw that I could comb the side of my hair, bro, that's when I knew. That's when I knew I've been inside for too long.
You know what? The barbers are gonna be, the queues are gonna be crazy to go back to the barbers, man.
Bro,
like,
right now I will pay £100 for a haircut. It's that bad, bro. It's that bad. You know, like, if there was
never paid 100 quid.
Bro, if they lifted lockdown and there was a phenomenal crew and you could queue jump for the right price, I'm paying it, bro. I'm paying.
No, I think definitely I'll pay that. If the queue was looking like Sainsbury's queue,
bro,
like,
if the queue was looking peak, bro, you're gonna pay that premium price, that VIP price, to get your trim, because we want to feel sexy again, bro. You know what I mean? We're gonna make barbers will
become millionaires.
Yeah.
They're probably gassed for this to happen. You know, this is the biggest business they got. Like,
oh, mate, trust me, bro. Like, this is mental. This is mental, man. Like,
I don't think this has ever happened to anyone for time. I don't know how, like, what, maybe 100 years. I don't know. Like, nothing like this has happened ever.
Nah, because we know we got through the swine flu stuff. We got through the salmonella. There was it salmonella or something like that. Something to do with eggs. a bowler didn't really hit over here.
That's what I was just about to touch on, right? Like, do you feel like this is as like hyped a lot because it's touched us and it's touched Western society, where
No,
like a
bro,
bowler didn't touch Western society?
Bro, this has made the world stand still all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's going to be so remembered. This is going down in history, bro. Like, this is going to go down, like, our kids are going to talk about it. And, you know, I pray.
This is an exam question. This is an exam question in history,
this is
bro.
going to be an exam. Yeah, this is going to be an exam question, bro. Like 2020, disgusting, man. 2020. But at the same time, you know, in every storm, you know, there's a calm coming. And in all chaos, bro, there's a way of making something good out of a bad situation. And I think it's just about finding it and doing it and connecting with people. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying staying still and just watching people and just.
I feel like you needed the break.
Yeah, bro, I needed the break. I needed the break. I enjoyed staying still and reconnecting and seeing what's happening. Because when you're fast pace moving, like, you kind of miss things. And it was just nice to see. You know, like, I've enjoyed the DJ live sets. I've enjoyed them, listening to, you know, coming across new songs, re-engaging with old classic songs, and yeah, man, like, I enjoy it. Seeing the new guys coming through, looking forward to seeing how their career is going to develop, and seeing some people like just bug out, man, because there's a lot of people doing some foolishness online as well, and some people should actually put down there. Live is not meant for everyone, bro. Some people are not meant to do live. Some people are just meant to watch.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with nothing wrong with watching, because some people are doing too much. You got grown people doing the most with that Triller TikTok stuff. Like, some people should chill out. Some people should just chill out, bro. Sometimes some people should just chill out and just.
But the thing is, you say that, but like, that's big exposure. Like TikTok, Triller, like, that's big exposure for them, because I've seen DJs do a mashup, right, on TikTok. Even I don't have TikTok, but I've seen it. They put it on their Instagram as well, and I've seen they've got crazy exposure from that.
That's DJing and doing a skill or a trick, bro. There's people doing some stupid things. And I understand people are saying, you know, we're bored and, you know, but some of them are clout chasing and doing it for
definitely.
For what? Nah, man.
They ain't gonna carry it on after quarantine anyway. They ain't carrying it on.
Quarantine, bro. When quarantine's done, let's see who's really gonna keep doing all these mad dancing and there's certain people that's trying to blame it on, trying to make it out like, oh, no, my kid got me to do it. Don't lie. Your kid didn't get you to do that. You wanted to do that.
Yeah, like, oh, me and my kid have done one today because she wanted me to do it, or he wanted me to do one.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh my god. But like, literally, like, I don't think that none of this will last after quarantine. It's just gonna go down anyway. This is just for something to keep occupied.
It's fun. No, but at the same time, some people are like, they are. All right. Have you ever seen someone? All right. Let's. Have you ever seen a girl that, you know, you've liked for so long and you thought, oh, Rod, you know what? She's so cool. You know, she's cool, and you just had a certain vision or image of her, and then you see her on TikTok doing the most. Everything you had for her.
Or you see her on Tory Lanez live, or.
Yeah, you understand? Oh, mate. And to be honest with you, like, see that whole twerking thing. You know,
What's your take on that?
You know what's quite funny? I was actually going to do it before Swams. I was actually going to do it because I remember I DJ in Atlanta. You know, I've got, you know, connected with some of the girls in Magic City. But, you know, I think I'm just too old for it, man. I think I'm too old for it now. No, that's something my son can do. My son's a big man. My son's 22 this year. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's not really me, bro. It's not really me. You know, it was back in probably about 15 years ago, but not now. I can watch it and appreciate it. You know what I mean? And you know, it's their thing and it's worked for them. It's never too old.
Raymond goes never too old.
It's never too old to see. I know.
So I'm waiting for a TikTok from you now.
No, but you know what's quite funny though. TikTok, my daughter set up a TikTok account for me, because Dad, you need to be on it, and you know, we done. I think it was the Renegade challenge. We done the Renegade, and we done that, and it's like I said, you know, Beeb, you know, you run it now. I think I done 2, and I just left it to her. She just took pictures. I got boring because, you know, so I can see how parents can get sucked in. I'm contradicting myself a bit, but I can see how parents can get sucked in. But there's parents getting sucked in, and there's people that's doing it for themselves. There's people that's going out doing it and becoming neeks. No, there's some people becoming neeks, bro. You know what I mean?
Raymond, you lot never heard of Hugh Hefner.
Oh, bro,
so you're never too old. You're never too old.
You know what? It's funny. If I lived in Atlanta, I would have done it. But I live in the land of the stiff upper lip, bro. I live in the land of the stiff upper lip.
See,
so,
the thing is,
you know.
the thing is, right? I don't have anything against what they're doing, but the thing is, like, if you look at Tory Lanez, I don't think anyone has said anything about it. Like, not many people have said anything bad about it, but then you look at Swarms, everyone's getting on him for doing it, and I feel like that's because of British culture, and like people are like, oh, it's
the British culture. I remember like DJing in Atlanta, bro. I remember going to a strip club. Yeah. I remember going to a strip club. No, so I'm gonna tell you a little story. So I forgot who I was with, but I was with someone. Was it Jay Knox? Or was it Kojo? Anyway, cut a long story short, we was in West End, and we saw Big Boy from Outkast.
Okay.
And we saw him, and we was like, "Oh, Big Boy, what's going on?" And he's such a blessed guy, bro. And we ended up kicking it with him, took him to Nando's. He wanted to go to a strip club. And remember, you know, he's from Atlanta, bro. He's from Atlanta. So we took him to a strip club in West End. I think it was, what was it?
Where'd you go?
It was on Waldorf Street. I forgot the name of it. Not Stringfellows. Yeah, I forgot the name.
I was gonna say.
The name of it. Yeah, Jay Knox. You remember the name of the strip club? Yeah, Jay Knox is in it. So I was with Jay Knox in it. Bro, we took him to a strip club, bro. And
did you go Platinum Lace?
Was it Platinum Lace? No, Platinum Lace. That's new, bro. That's new. That's in Piccadilly, Leicester Square side.
Yeah, Leicester Square. Yeah.
Yeah, Leicester Square. Yeah, no, it weren't that club. But bro, when I say Big Boy from Outkast was so disappointed in our strip club, he couldn't believe it. He was like, he went to the DJ. The DJ looked like Phil from
some
EastEnders.
40-year-old man, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's always the standard. Some 50-year-old man.
It was an old man with a jukebox set, literally playing random songs, and the girls looked like they're from, you know, Eastern European, and you know, they couldn't go fully nude. I think the man, they had to put a pillow. That's the DJ's name, DJ John Smith.
DJ John Smith.
Yeah, and you had to put a pillow if the girl danced on you, so on and so forth.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me.
He left, and he was so disappointed, mate. He's like, you know, he properly ripped the shit out of us. But when I went to Atlanta, bro, and I saw what he was raised in, mate. But I can't go to a strip club again unless it's in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Big up DJ Lani.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, one of the DJs was talking about, man. Yeah.
Do you think but do you think that's because of culture as well, and like restrictions and everything? Or do you think that America is like the place for that?
Well, again, the South is running hip hop. The South is running hip hop, and a lot of the songs which people hear, they were broke in the strip club. Like, strippers are the real A&Rs, bro. Especially in America, the South. because if you wanted to get a DJ, if you wanted to get your songs heard, you go to the strip club. So shout out to my some of my DJs in America, yeah, especially in the South. Like if you got a dope song, you'd give it to, like, shout out to DJ Shorty Rock. Yeah, he's one of the DJs down there. You give it to him. If he can get the girls to dance, yeah, bro, you're onto a banger, bro. And a lot of the A&Rs, they have meetings in the strip club. A lot of big meetings are done in the strip club because, as well as
the biggest deals are done there as well.
Club, yeah, because you know what, they do the best. Some of the best food is in the strip club, bro.
Yeah,
some of the best food is in the strip club. So yeah, so it made sense. So you know, when you listen to a lot of Future and Amigos, and you know, like, there's hella artists, bro. They break it in the strip club, so it's their culture. You know what I mean?
The thing is, over here, like, as you said, like in the strip club, you just got some jukebox kind of thing. There's no hip hop vibe anymore. Like over there, you got different. It's just different, and that's like, I'd like to go to like Vegas or LA or stuff like that to just go see the difference. What? Bro, Atlanta's better.
No, bro, listen to me. If you're going to go to the strip club, it has to be the South. It has to be Atlanta or Texas. The other places cannot talk to that, because, or go to a strip club in Jamaica, blood. Lord have mercy.
Jamaica's, yeah, but Jamaica's like, that's different. That's different levels.
Lord have mercy. But the same to say that again, the strip club culture is a Southern thing. Go to Atlanta, go to Onyx, go to Magic City, now go to Prince of Diamonds, go to Tees. Bro, oh, mate.
He's getting in his feelings now. Getting in his feelings. He's reminiscing. Mate. You're reminiscing.
Bro, yeah, bro. Atlanta, bro. You know what? When I think about it, Atlanta is the only place. Because when they bust it, blood, they bust it. And they bust it. They bust it, bro. Yeah, I'm reminiscing, bro. I remember this. I had to change my hat.
Bad memory. It was that bad memory. Bad memory coming back. Oh, it's a touchy subject for him. He's like, shit, I'm remembering this one now.
Man. You know what I mean? Oh, mate, trust me, it's amazing. And even in the daytime, they'll get their strippers and do like a car wash service. Man, bro.
That's a car wash service.
Bro, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. You know what? I would, no word of a lie, I would love all the DJs, yeah, from like, trust me, in the UK, to go all at once to like a big event in Atlanta and just take over, because, bro, like, firstly, we'll be power in numbers. Secondly, I think we'll give them a run for their money. And thirdly, I would just love for the man them to experience what I experienced.
Spearmint Rhinos.
Yeah.
That's apparently that's apparently a dive, that one.
Bro, all of the clubs are dives in over here. But bro, especially in London, you're better off going to a strip club in Newcastle or Cardiff, bro. Do you understand what I mean? And going into the boom boom room.
What's Joe? You gotta give us some options, man. Joe's gotta give us some options.
Yeah, man. Trust me, man. Because London strip clubs, you're better off bringing. Mate, it's a nightmare. That's why for me personally, I don't get gasbite no more. Like when you've been in Atlanta and seen what I've seen, bro. Like, I don't get gasbite.
Organize it for culture.
Yeah.
Was it for the culture? Man. Do it. You gotta start it. You actually gotta do it. Trip, you gotta organize a trip, man.
Yeah, I'll be serious, bro. Trust me, you'll be such an experience, and it'll open your lot's mind where that's it. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Only the questions.
You were reminiscing, bro. I was allowing you to reminisce there.
Bro, I got caught up, bro. Trust me, man. Oh, mate.
So what's your take on like the US drill scene versus UK drill scene? Like, who do you think's coming through at the moment? Well, obviously during quarantine it's a bit hard, but like, what are coming through?
Okay, cool. My take on it. So basically, drill, as we know, comes from Chicago. For those that don't know, drill comes from Chicago. It was basically crud rap, yeah. But then it crossed over to the UK, and I think we had crud rap, but we defined the beat. Yeah, defined, and we made a very distinctive beat. And then I believe that the American almost got that, like New York, which is very much like London. You know, a lot of the rappers would come over here and see the culture and see whatever, whatnot, and they've taken it back, and they've, I wouldn't say again, it's about the mastering, bro, because they're not their producers are not better, they're not better at us in production, but they're mastering and mixing, bro, second to none. So I think, you know, I think we're way better, to be honest with you. I think we're better. I think once we get our the mixing and mastering right, bro, they can't touch us, bro. They can't touch us. And if we go one for one, funny enough, I've done a mix, which the only reason why I put the mix up is because I've got people in New York like, no, you can't, you know, no, that's not real, and you know, you got to represent us better than that. And then over here, it's like, nah, man, you got to represent. So I've got a mix where it's really political, but I'm gonna drop it soon. Once, you know, if I don't get the tunes which there's telling me I should put on there, I'm just gonna pull out my mix and say fuck yeah, and let the world decide and leave it there. So yeah.
But bro, like, I appreciate you doing this, man. Like, appreciate you taking your time out.
Bro, I appreciate it, man. No, I think you should.
So like, big up everyone inside, like, definitely. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'm just gonna like finalize it. I've got DJ Charlesy tomorrow, so that one's gonna be a big one. So like, anyone inside, just
bro, they're all
gonna
be big, well. bro, they're all gonna be big, because it's great. This is for the DJ. This is for the culture, man. So, and then what I'll probably do for you is, you know, as provided we're still in it, or no, we don't really want to be in it, but I can link you with some DJs, international DJs, and then make it international.
What I wanna do is like talk to the US ones as well, because I don't know any US DJs that like that. So I'll hit you up after this, and like if you could, that'd be great. Because I want to like link up the DJ scenes.
No, bro, I got you, man. I got you. I got bags of them. I got them in abundance. Also, big up J Knox. He's one on Friday.
Yeah, I've got Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And big up to yourself, bro. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, bro.
Watching.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate everyone. And then Joe, Joe, hit me up after this as well. Like, we'll get something next week.
All right, bro.
Cool, peace. Bro. Appreciate it. Love. See you.